Hi, my name is Marco, this is my channel Buildable, and today I'm going to show you how to deal with huge lumber in a small workshop. Okay, so this is my workshop, and as you can see, it's not only very crowded, it's also very tiny. It looks like I'm going to be moving my workshop to a little bit bigger space, so I already bought bigger machines that are currently standing in the way. But this will not stop us today. Yeah, I would say let's get to it. When dealing with lumber straight from a sawmill, you always have a few things that you need to do. First off would be to roughly cutting it to size. This makes processing it way easier, and in my case possible, because look at my shop, these boards are over 3 meters long. There is no way I'm going to get them into my planer, like in the shape they currently are. First step would be rough cutting it to size, and the second step would be planing them. I have a job site planer here. It's like bottom line, but it will work for my project, and I think it might work for yours as well. The most important step is the preparation, because in a small workshop like this, you can't afford to make things twice. Okay, next up we can roughly cut out the boards, and I think the only place in my workshop to do that would be this long workbench here. So I'm trying to make some space and getting this over here to make all of the rib cuts now. To get lumber that we can work with, we always need some kind of a straight edge, and for that it would be smart to make a clean cut right down the grain. When you have a straight edge, it's way easier to make a second straight edge or to plane everything, you get it. And my problem right now is that I have a track saw, but with a track that is only 1.4 meters long. This whole slab is, as I said, 3 meters. I am thinking of clamping this piece down and to use that as a guide to move the track itself. Now that we got these 3 pieces of lumber roughly into size, with all means possible, the project can now actually start. Since my workshop is so small, I don't have a lot of storage room. But I got to the point where I built bigger and bigger projects, so I had to get creative with storing stuff. Now I can start planing the boards. Usually you would start the process with a jointer, but I don't have one, so I'm jumping straight to the thickness planer. And of course, I need enough space for my workpiece in front and behind the planer. This will be tricky because one of the boards needs to be 2 meters and 38 centimeters long, and I don't have 5 meters of space in my workshop. A little tip when jointing boards in a thickness planer. Always start with the concave side on the bottom and plane the convex side first. This way the board is less likely to wobble. Now to the tricky part. My plan is to plane through the door into another room, but worst case I could still move everything outside and plane there. We somehow managed to find the right angle and could plane inside. All in all, it was quite tricky to work with boards this long, but the key is to move stuff around and keep calm. Still, a small workshop can be a struggle. For those of you who are interested, these boards will become window sills. Thank you all for watching. See you in the next one.